No.
You don't think so?
No, it looks like that, but you brought it down. It's definitely...
All right. All right, 1, 2. Hi, everybody. Hey, we're back for another Wind Down Wednesday. Do we still? Oh yeah, we still have a lot of time left in July. I'm getting my days and everything all mixed up here.
It's July 9th.
We had a great weekend for July 4th. Everybody else had a patriotic time. Whatever you were doing over the weekend. Got to see a little bit of fireworks. It's kind of rainy over the weekend here, especially in the late afternoon into the evening. So a little bit difficult to shoot off fireworks.
We saw a big fireworks display.
Yes, it did. It kind of settled down just a little bit of a sprinkle, so they were able to shoot off the fireworks down by the lake.
Yep.
So
we were there with some friends.
Yeah.
Hanging.
Yeah.
Yep. So busy day. It's raining here again.
We're in our full summertime pattern. We had a huge thunderstorm come through.
Yep.
Late afternoon.
But you need it though.
So we are back. We have a new wine to share with you. Another one from our new partner with No Love Lost. But first we're going to share with you the 2024 vintage of the Dove Hunt Dog Sauvignon Blanc. We've done Dove Hunt Dog Sauvignon Blanc many times, but I think this is a new vintage for us.
Yep.
I don't think we've had the 2024. So, I mean, they're pretty standard. I don't know. This might be slightly different than the previous vintages, but you know what? You can't go wrong with a good Sauvignon Blanc in the summertime.
This is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
What vintage did we do before? What year?
It was probably 23. We did a video on this all the way. I checked. It was all the way back like in February.
This is very good.
No, we did the Gallivant Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh, okay.
No, we
didn't
have
good.
a Dove Hunt Dog. I know, it's really...
It really is good.
It has a little like nod to Chardonnay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because of Sauvignon Blanc, I normally think of very, very light, not a lot of like flavor or anything like that to it. So it's a nice wine just to get that little bit of taste to it. In the summertime, nothing heavy or anything like that. This one has a little bit more flavor than I think your traditional.
Just a little bit more
Sauvignon
body,
Blanc.
But it's not really that. It's typically a very light colored white.
Absolutely delicious for the summertime because of the notes that I'm going to discuss with you in a minute. So this is $25 a bottle. And before I get any farther, and so I don't forget, I do want to put out, so Scout and Cellar, we launched our new and improved website on July 1st. First week kind of working out the kinks a little bit, but it seems like everything's running smoothly now. And to say thank you for your patience while we go through this process. We've had the Welcome 25 code that any new customer can put in to get $25 off your first order. It was $49 or more. Now, I think we're at a 4 bottle. Whatever the price is, it's got to be a minimum of 4 bottles.
And if you're, excuse me, if you're an existing customer watching, you get it.
That's right. So now what we're doing is, because we're on a new website, if you had an account before, don't worry, that's going to transfer over. If you haven't already gotten an email confirming your account, that'll be coming soon. Just click the button. That's all you got to do. Everything transfers over. If you have a Scout Circle subscription, there might be like one extra click you have to do while you're in there. But it's supposed to be seamless, supposed to still keep coming, same thing that you had before. You want to sign up for Scout Circle, great time to sign up for it. But, so we're on a new website, everybody's transferring over, and so we're just treating everybody as new customers for this month, so everybody can use the Welcome 25 code for one time to get $25 off.
I can relate to that because that's what I do for a living. I develop and redevelop these systems. And it takes a lot of effort to migrate from one old system to the other.
Especially when you're currently using the system.
Yep.
And you're trying to migrate
and
everything.
And then you have a back-end CRM system and a CRM system and a management system custom built behind it, fueling the engine for that. So all of that has to be rebuilt, and they should have called me.
They should have, but it's going okay. And now we also have more payment options as well. You don't have to just use a credit card if you have like Apple Pay or what's the
Shopify site.
Right. What do they have on eBay? What can you use on what kind of account?
Klarna.
No, there was something else.
With Shopify, you can actually make payments.
Anyways, right, there's...
You know that?
Yeah, if it's a large enough amount, you can...
break it up into 4 payments, 5 payments, whatever.
Yeah.
So go on there and buy some wine. Come on, baby.
So this is 100% Sauvignon Blanc. This is also, want to mention this too, what we have, okay, so we've kind of gone through a couple of different names. We have the Scout Circle Wine Club. So that's like where they curate the set for you. You can pick like how many bottles, how often, if you want all white, all red, if you want to mix, whatever. And then they pick the lines for you. But we've also had, more recently, I believe it was called Circle Choice.
Yeah, what was that all about?
So there were certain wines, not every wine, but there were certain wines on the site that if you really enjoyed those and you wanted to have them on a recurring basis, just like auto ship to you, you got a little bit of an extra discount on that. So now they are calling this Subscribe and Save. And they may have added some more wines to that. I have to look at that a little bit closer. But so if you see under there, like you can add to cart, subscribe and save, there's 2 different options on there. So just make, like if you just want to buy it one time and you don't want it to have a recurring shipment, then that's a little thing to be aware of. Because they kind of kept those separate before as 2 different options. Anyways, so this is one of those wines that you can sign up for subscribe and save if you really like it.
But if you subscribe, correct me if I'm wrong, they ship their selections to you.
No, so subscribe and save is different than Scout Circle.
Okay.
So it's a different way that to get recurring wines, but you choose the wines that you want, and it's more limited wines to choose from. But great options.
Yep. It's a great Sauvignon Blanc, 2024. Great vintage.
100% Sauvignon Blanc, not a blend. The notes are lemon zest, pineapple, and fresh herbs. I mean, that screams summertime.
Have another shrimp.
Yeah. The newest vintage of our most popular wine has arrived, bursting with energy and a smooth mineral finish. The 2024 Dove Hunt Dog Sauvignon Blanc is a guaranteed go-to for lovers of crisp, refreshing, endlessly versatile white wines.
Yep. Even if you don't like whites, you will probably like this one. Because, you know, a lot of people who drink the mainstream wines do not like white wine. They don't like Chardonnays, they don't like Rieslings, they don't like regular Sauvignon Blancs. You will like this one. I'm telling you, you will like this one.
It's great for summertime. And so here's why. It pairs well with fish, veggies, and Mediterranean cuisine. I didn't have any Mediterranean to put on here tonight, but just think like Kalamata olives and feta cheese and...
This would be on the level of, if you like Pinot Gris, this is above a Pinot Gris.
Yeah, this has more flavor.
Yeah, this is more body, more flavor than your typical Pinot Gris, like San Margarita Pinot Gris.
They describe it as earthy and crisp. I do have some of the Pecorino Romano
I know,
cheese
I have it.
on here.
I'm having some more of these shrimp.
It's not, that's more Italian, not necessarily Mediterranean, but what do you think about it? It's got kind of good, like, pungent, salty cheese.
I love it with that, but I love it even more with the spicy cheese.
Oh.
I don't know, I'm in the mood for spicy food tonight for some reason. I'm like digging it.
But you like the way that tastes with the spicy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. It tastes very good.
We have a little bit of sauteed shrimp over here, just garlic and butter, nothing fancy. But a white wine with any kind of shellfish, white flaky fish. I mean, this, again, just screams summertime.
Not to get off topic, but somebody again asked me last night a friend of mine asked me about Wagyu.
Okay.
And we were talking about Wagyu on previous videos about Wagyu steaks and how unusual they are. It was very good when we had it, wasn't it? It was very good. Very rich. But it was good though, wasn't it? Wouldn't you say it's on the level of filet mignon, it's the same thing? But it's like...
It depends on where it comes from.
They asked me, and I'm like, they're good, but you have to know where they're coming from, because a lot of the cattle ranchers that raise them in Japan feed them cotton candy, beer, sugar.
No, I thought Japan was where they feed them like actual like nutrients to get that marbling. I thought it was in the United States.
Some of the farmers in both countries do. They just throw everything garbage in there.
Because they want all the fat.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get the marbling, and then of course, obviously, then that's not very good quality meat.
Well, the marbling is what gives it flavor.
Yeah.
But if you feed somebody that and they're sedentary, they're going to be very fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not good for you.
If I was to give you cotton candy, Snickers bars, and beer, you're going to get fat.
Went to the movies this afternoon and got a Coke Zero and some peanut M&Ms. And like, holy cow, the sugar. I'm not used to having that much sugar. My stomach just kind of, not necessarily bloated, but just felt like really full. I didn't even have that much.
Well.
But like hours later, I was like, whew.
You're not used to eating that.
I am not used to eating that.
See, that's part of the whole process when you don't.
You like detox it out of your system.
Right. Well, I mean, there's many of you that will eat, you'll eat donuts and stuff. You have no problem with it. If your body's used to it, then you have no problems eating it. But me, if I were to eat 2 glazed donuts right now, I'd be sick. I'd feel sick.
Yeah.
I'm just not used to eating like that anymore.
Yeah.
Now, when we do this stuff here,
we have our crackers and things like
right,
that, but
and that kind of offsets things, but we always have some kind of meat with it.
uh-oh.
Oh, somebody's going.
Sirens coming.
Yes.
They've been, I think, pulling over a lot of people lately out here, but they're not fully stopping at stop signs.
Have they?
Yeah.
I got to be careful.
So back to the wine. I mean, absolutely, pineapple. It's great for like a brunch. It's not a bubbly, but it goes great with those kind of foods. I mean, think about if you had like pancakes, even with this. Don't you think that would?
Pancakes?
Yeah, because sometimes like you put fruit on your pancakes or like crepe or something like that, like a brunch.
Thanksgiving morning, you could have a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Have it with breakfast. We like to do some kind of scrambled egg bake or something
Yes.
on Thanksgiving morning.
Yes. We like to do some kind of brunchish thing, and then maybe kind of skip lunch because we normally do like a late lunch, early dinner for our Thanksgiving meal.
This is a great Thanksgiving wine. Not to put the cart before the horse, but Thanksgiving's coming up.
I mean, it's a Sauvignon Blanc. You're having it with turkey. I mean, it
would go good with turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
You think of your deeper Chardonnays and you think, okay, we'll have that, but maybe have something like this, a little bit lighter option for other people that are there.
Yeah.
And
because all the foods are so heavy, having something like this would kind of like offset it a little bit.
It's good with the chicken.
So, I mean, love different kinds of cheeses. The shrimp, a lot of great things going on here. So the ingredients for this wine are grapes, yeast, tartaric acid, and sulfites. Nothing else. No additives, no fillers, no colors, nothing.
No fish guts.
This is all that goes into it, and all the flavors we're talking about are just things that in the natural surrounding in the vineyard while these grapes were being grown.
Yep, and you can see it right there on the bottle.
This is pretty consistent too of a lot of their other vintages of.
It's one of the more
Sauvignon
consistent,
Blanc.
Definitely one of the more consistent wines. And some of them from year to year definitely change.
So the soil to sip report for this wine, again, full transparency. You can see exactly how the grapes were grown and how they got into the bottle that you are drinking from. Sourced from a single vineyard planted over 20 years ago, certified organic grapes. Scout and cellar picked early in the vineyard, all by hand, to maximize the natural acidity and minerality of coastal Sauvignon Blanc. Grapes were pressed and fermented in stainless steel for 2 weeks before brief aging. Bottled without added ingredients or filtration in lighter glass and sustainable recycled corks. Let me go back for a second. I'm pretty sure this is California. Yeah, it doesn't say a specific part of California, it just says California, and they just mentioned briefly in the soil to sip report about coastal regions.
California.
Yeah,
Figures.
well, they do grow good grapes over there.
Mm-hmm.
So the nutritional information for this wine, it's 122 calories per 5-ounce serving, 0.37 grams of carbs. They're adding some more details here now, finally, when we switched over on the new site. So they only had like a few of these details before. This is 13.5% alcohol, 2.5 grams per liter of residual sugar, and 70 sulfites parts per milliliter. 70, but still less than 100. Almost all the clean crafted wines are going to be less than 100, which is typically way less than your store-bought wine because of all the added stuff that they have in there. Every wine has sulfites, but the clean crafted wines are definitely going to be lower in sulfites. So if you find that you have like a histamine reaction when you're drinking wine and that kind of keeps you from drinking, or you know somebody like that, this would be a perfect option for them.
There was various people that complained to me about the sulfites.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, well, I can't drink because at the wine party.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if I should do the white because of sulfites. And I'm like, every wine has sulfites.
Mm-hmm.
Every single wine has sulfites in it. I don't care how high quality, how low quality, they have sulfites. So why not drink this?
Yeah.
If you're gonna partake in wine, have a good wine. Have a good one. That's good for you. It's healthy. You get what you give.
Yes.
Yes.
But when you start looking into everything,
You wouldn't believe it.
it's very difficult. It's impossible to cut everything out. But
It
you try
is.
to minimize as much as you can,
Well, because
especially in the alcohol that you drink. I mean, alcohol in moderation, because alcohol just itself in any form does different things to your body, especially to your metabolism. But trying to eliminate the toxins and the hormone disruptors and all those things
but you have to
just
remember
makes it a little bit easier to live.
that everything that you eat, everything is processed at a factory. Almost everything except the fruits and vegetables is processed at a factory. So you just have to pick things that if they are processed that definitely have less
The least amount of
shit
ingredients,
in them. Right.
and eat as much whole food as you can,
Right.
where you control the ingredients.
You could literally eat for dinner. You could eat a steak or a large chicken breast and vegetables. Now you want to have some kind of carb to offset that, but as you get older, obviously you want to do the carbs in the morning and in the midday.
Yeah, but a lot of times your carbs in the evening can come from the vegetables.
Yeah, you could do cauliflower. You could do, even if you want to do a potato, you could have a little bit of potatoes. You could have those purple potatoes, the red ones. Red potatoes are good for you.
More color, higher antioxidants.
Just try. Yeah, more color is more fiber too.
I know some people, like, I don't care as long as the wine tastes good. I don't care about all that kind of stuff. But again, these are the reasons why these wines taste so good.
Yes.
Is because they don't have all of that extra stuff in it that's really not good for you.
Yes, and so you must.
You're ready to dig into the barbecue chicken?
Well, I was just pulling it apart. You kind of just put a chunk of it in there.
Just how it came off the bone. He baked some chicken legs the other night. So I just add a little bit of barbecue sauce to them because of the red wine we're going to be drinking in it.
And tonight was the perfect time to eat them because if you wait until tomorrow, they might be too
Rubbery.
refrigerator burned.
Uh-huh.
Well, not bad, but like chicken legs, in like chicken quarters when you cook them, about 2-3 days in the fridge, and they're not good anymore.
Yeah.
They're just not good. But I'm interested about this red. I'm very curious.
All right.
We're gonna move on to the red.
So I'm going to cleanse my palate.
The No Love Lost.
So we've featured wines from this grower in the past several videos. Last week we had another red, the Counoise. And then before that we had the...
Interesting, it's not a colored bottle.
yeah, it's a clear bottle.
Interesting.
We had a white one. What was it? A Riesling. There was a white that we did that was a Riesling in a few videos ago. So it's new to the site, so I ordered all of them because we wanted to give them a try and see what we think. So it's a limited release. I don't know if they'll continue to have wines to share with us, but for right now, they were happy to partner with us, and these are the ones that we have. So this is the last one from No Love Lost that we have not tried yet. So what are you thinking?
Well, it didn't pass the smell test. I will tell you that right now.
Okay.
It did not pass the smell test, but the taste test is totally different than the smell of this.
Really?
It's all right. It's all right. It to me. No, it's.
When I told him we were going to do a chillable red, he immediately went like, And I was like, you can drink reds a little bit chilled. It's fine. And that sometimes they taste totally different when they're room temperature versus if they've been chilled. My mom loves to chill her in any kind of wine.
Absolutely not. Listen, I'm almost 100% Italian. I grew up in an Italian heritage and family. You don't chill red wine. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Matter of fact, they didn't chill any of the wines.
No.
Only champagne and bubbly.
Yeah.
And brut. You know what brut is?
Yeah.
But the Paisano wine we used to drink in the big jugs,
Yes.
that's horrible wine. I'm sorry.
It's full of sugar.
My great grandmother would drink it by the gallon. She every day, she would be cooking, singing Italian love songs, and all of us kids would run around.
You'd think that like real Italians would know that that's really crappy wine.
No, everything was cheap. They tried to buy the cheapest meats, the cheapest cuts possible to make in the sauce. The oxtail, back then, oxtails are now like a delicacy.
Yeah.
Oxtails used to be the piece of shit meat. Oxtails, pig feet, What else did she put in there? She put all kinds of like pork bones. She'd throw them into the sauce.
Well, anything that adds like flavor.
And the bone, right? Everything
Right.
would simmer all day.
Into like a meat sauce.
And then you'd lift it out and you make meat gravy.
Yeah.
It wasn't gravy. We didn't call it gravy, but I call it meat gravy.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I just did the sniff test, and I don't smell anything
it smells
that's
like saffron and
like off-putting.
different type of.
Maybe my sniffer's broken, but I'm not smelling anything that's like, ooh, what is that?
But it tastes good. It does taste good. It is good. I will tell you, it's good. What do you think?
It does taste good. It's fruity.
It does. It tastes good.
Yeah.
It does. It has
light, fruity.
It has a good taste to it. It's not the smell though.
Okay.
When I smelled it, I was like, eh.
All right. So this is the 2023 vintage No Love Lost Red Blend from Napa Valley. It's $33 a bottle. It is a mix of Grenache, Zinfandel, Counoise, and Carignan. So I don't have percentages on how much of each one of those, but it is a blend of those 4 grapes. It has notes of raspberry, strawberry, and melon. So I have some strawberries here. No Love Lost is a Napa-based natural winery dedicated to crafting wines with heart, soul, and a commitment to sustainability. No whining. This chillable red aligns seamlessly with our clean crafted commitment. Made from responsibly farmed, family-owned vineyards stretching from Sonoma to Lodi, and crafted without fine filtration or added sulfites beyond what's minimally necessary. This blend of Grenache, Zinfandel, Counoise, and Carignan is a joyful expression of nature and craft, showcasing the delicious, unadulterated flavors that can only come from a true partnership between winemaker and the land. We're excited to share this vibrant, fun-loving wine that's as clean as it is captivating. Fruity and light. That's a great way to describe it. Fruity and light.
I will say this. It's unusual. And I like unusual. I do. I like unusual. It's
along the same,
good.
Like a Pinot Noir. I mean, it's a kind of a little bit lighter in color.
Like down on the a light Pinot Noir. Not even lighter Pinot Noir. Although some of the Pinot Noirs that we do are almost literally lighter than this. Mm-hmm. This has got some color to it, but what really fascinates me is the bottle. It's not a dark bottle. Mm-hmm. It's a clear bottle.
It's clear.
Yeah, because the bottling process is everything too with the flavors. I mean, if you have dark bottles, whatever.
Well, like when you're storing them and how much access they have to light.
Right, to light.
Yeah, I wonder why they chose the clear bottle.
But fun fact, I learned a little bit about wine cellars today. Before I came, I was reading about wine cellars.
Oh, do tell.
Okay, so why do they keep wine bottles in a 55, 60 degree wine cellar in the dark? Why do they do that? Because if the light, like she was saying, the more light breaks down the wine and it loses its flavor and its alcohol content, its consistency. So that's why high-end restaurants, Italian restaurants, French restaurants, have big wine cellars where it's dark down there. Mm-hmm. And they have everything like categorized. But
oh, and speaking of that, because we are getting into the warmer months, middle of July, Scout and Cellar does also offer.
It's good wine.
Summer shipping, which costs I think like $10 extra, but that's where they do the full, like they have like insulation and they have like the freezy packs in there to make sure that your wine does not exceed a specific temperature, because again, as it heats up, that affects the taste of the wine. So to ensure that you get what you're supposed to get,
it will come melted. I've ordered it before, and the bags are melted, but the wine's perfect.
Oh yeah, fine. Yeah, it doesn't get overheated.
And if you have a problem, they'll take it back.
Yes.
But when you order meat, same thing, right? It all comes frozen solid, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and with the dry ice packs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there, yes, I order from a company where I get pasture raised, no antibiotics, no
mRNA.
Yeah, really quality meat. It costs a little bit extra money, but hey, I'm willing to pay for that because I don't want all the other garbage in my food.
Now we had the meatballs the other night, which were seasoned.
Okay, so you didn't like them, apparently, because you keep talking about it like this.
I did like them, but you need to understand.
I thought they were delicious. They did have like a little bit of kick. I know it's not your specific seasoning blend, but I thought they were delicious.
I thought they were good too. I thought they were good. They were definitely good. I'm not saying they weren't. They were good.
He doesn't like my meat.
I do like it. It was good. Everybody liked it. Everybody ate them. But you need to understand where I came from, my background. That I came from Italian people who rolled them by hand, put breadcrumbs and garlic and
You
eggs.
put eggs and breadcrumbs in it.
When they're pre-seasoned, though, it's like it's taken away the love that you're given. You know what I mean? It's just you're into the pre-seasoning.
You're a control freak.
I am not. Talk to my grandmother, my great grandmother. Then
when it comes to
talk to them, they're up in heaven.
To Italian food.
I am, because I'm good at it. Am I not good at it?
Yes, you are, but I didn't see anything wrong with that meat.
It was good. I'm telling you, it was good. It was good. It was tasty. I've had it for lunch several times this week. But I'm just telling you, I'm used to my family taking raw ground beef, mixing it with veal and pork, and making like eggs, breadcrumbs, garlic, salt and pepper.
Yeah. I know there's all different directions you can go. Some have more flavor, some less, because the sauce has all the flavor and you infuse the meatball into the sauce and all the flavors intermingle.
If I would have taken those meatballs and thrown them into the sauce, it would have completely changed the complexity of the sauce.
Yes.
It literally would have changed the complexity, because they're all pre-seasoned. But when you get just regular plain ground beef and pork and veal, and you put eggs and stuff in there, throw them back in the sauce after you broil them, the fat from the meat is what makes the sauce taste good. Mm-hmm. But we didn't want that. I jarred up the regular marinara. You didn't take a jar with you.
You wanted to keep it separate.
I have a jar for you.
Oh, well, okay. I didn't know that I was gonna be able to take a jar, because after we were done eating, there wasn't a whole lot left to jar up.
There's 2 full jars, 2 big jars.
And you keep promising sauce to everybody.
People all my work colleagues are begging me for sauce. Joel, please give me sauce. And then the estate sale managers, please give me sauce.
Bring me lunch.
You're lucky my clients, my web developer clients, don't beg me for sauce, because I'm not promising it to them.
Right. Well, and a lot of times you don't see them physically.
No, and the ones that I do, well, my new client in Orlando, she asked, she goes, are you Italian? I was like, she goes, you have a vowel at your end of your name. I was like, yes, I am Italian.
Uh-huh.
I said, do you have a problem with that? She goes, no, I don't have a problem with that. And she goes, do you cook? I was like, yes, I do cook. Very well.
Of
Very
course.
well. I'm literally a professional chef. Ask her.
He's very good. I especially love it when he cooks and I don't have to.
But I love hearing it's therapeutic. It's therapy.
Potential spam call coming in right now.
We were talking about food. It's probably some kind of food supplement.
So this wine pairs well with barbecue, beef, and cured meat. I mean, your beef jerky would have been great with this tonight. You got to make another batch, because we ate all of our other end. We brought it with us on Friday night. We were for July 4th, and our friends that met up with us, they ate
it all.
I know, we were drinking beer and
I loved it though. I loved watching them eat it though. You see them? They kept eating it. Especially the more beer they drank, they kept going.
Yes.
Rachel's like, "Wow, this is really good." I was like, "You like it?" I asked her, I said, "Would you buy it?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, I'll sell it."
I mean, like peanuts and beef jerky, like you can't go wrong snacking on that stuff while you're drinking beer.
If you're drinking beer and you don't want to get fat, eat beef jerky.
Well, it's got a lot of sodium in it, but
I know, but you're going to retain water the next day.
Yes, you will. So the ingredients for this wine are grapes, yeast, malolactic bacteria, and sulfite. So the last one, the white one, had tartaric acid. This one had the malolactic bacteria.
This has no tartaric.
Again, these are just things that they use for the fermentation process. I'm not exactly sure why they use one and not the other, or sometimes they use both in the wines. But again, there's nothing funny about that. That's just going to make the whole winemaking process happen.
I am pleasantly surprised. I'm
happy to hear that, because he was ready to poo-poo it before he even tried it. So there's a lesson to all of our viewers out here, is that don't judge a book by its cover.
Well, don't always trust the Joel smell either.
Well, I told you about it before you even smelled it.
She doesn't have a sense of smell. She has a problem.
Yes, I do.
She has a problem. But I will tell you, I am pleasantly surprised by this wine. I really am. I'm having a good week. It's like it keeps getting better. Honestly, I'm like, ask her.
I know.
I'm not going to go into the number. I'm having an unbelievable week. And it's like, it's one of those weeks. It just keeps getting better. The wine I thought was going to be bad.
I'm having the summer of Michelle.
It's a good week. It's a good day to be alive. Good day to be alive.
Yes, sir. It's really good. We have the what is it? Sweet Baby Ray's, like it's a sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. I love that spice.
I'm in a good mood.
Delicious.
I am. I'm in a good mood.
And this is chicken. This is not even beef, but I mean, yeah, I think I don't know. Like,
I like it. I know you kind of have a problem, but it's good.
do you think like barbecue pork and everything would still?
Oh yeah.
Be good with that.
Yeah.
Ribs. Ooh, I have some ribs we need to cook.
I think something a little bit like a little more kick.
Hmm.
This would be great with like sweet and spicy beef jerky.
Yeah.
It'd be great with beef jerky.
This wine, though, even though it's fruity and light, it does hold its own when you have a little bit of spice to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I am telling you, I don't like chilled reds, but damn.
I might have to order this again.
Just have a few bottles in store.
Yeah. I kind of like
because I wouldn't do steak with it, but I might do like barbecue chicken. Maybe Barbie's gonna make chicken piccata one night and have everybody come over when you're there.
And he was like, just tell me when, I will buy a plane ticket and I will fly down.
My son's coming in August next month to visit me, of which I'm very happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm gonna do a night, and I know you're gonna have him or bring him over. Bring him over to chicken piccata night.
Well, that's after the school year starts, so we'll have to see, depending on which nights he comes to your house. If it's Sunday, maybe we can get together.
It's gonna be Sunday night. Pick him up at the airport. You guys come up.
Yeah.
He's gonna eat chicken piccata. He's never had my chicken piccata.
He did it?
I don't think so.
Oh, no, because when he made it here,
He'll eat it.
my parents came over, and my mom's twin brother, and his wife, they came over, so it was the 6 of us, and we all had dinner. So, yeah, I don't know that my kids have ever had your chicken piccata.
Well, I'm gonna make it extra good this time.
Yeah.
Like literally, ask her. I'm in there going like this. To do the right thing.
It's a very delicate process to make sure that it doesn't burn. The
Oh,
butter
yeah.
that you cook it in doesn't burn.
And you have to put olive oil in there. You put olive oil in the butter,
Mm-hmm.
so the butter doesn't burn because you don't want that burny taste to your chicken. So what you want to do is you have to sear the chicken, both sides, so it's crispy. Throw it in the oven, still kind of bloody, and then crispen it up so that it gets brown and crispy in the oven.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you use that butter with capers and white wine, like a sweeter Chardonnay type of deal. Generally, I'll buy a shit Chardonnay like Yellowtail. Sorry, you're gonna sue me. And use that to cook.
Yeah, we normally don't cook with the Scout and Cellar wines. We just drink those.
Pour it in there and cook it. I have a bottle of at my house that's probably 3 years old. Don't even dare open it up, do you?
No. Gross.
I think it's Yellowtail Shiraz.
Yeah, that probably smells like vinegar now.
I made bolognese with it.
So a little bit more facts about this wine before we sign off. So this is 12.1% alcohol, 0.4 grams per liter of residual sugar, 0.03 grams of carbs per 5-ounce serving. We don't have the calories on this one, I don't think. And this says 8 parts per milliliter of sulfites. I'm not sure if that's a typo, if it's supposed to be 80, or if it is actually, I don't think I've ever seen a wine so low in sulfites. This is 8, yes.
That doesn't make sense.
No.
That doesn't compute.
So, I don't know, I'll have to double check on that. But, again, all of the Scout and
Pleasant surprise. I'm serious. Try it.
He didn't think he was going to like it. So, this speaks volumes if he's like, I actually kind of like it.
You watch my videos every week. If you're watching, I know you are, on Rumble especially, you know how I am. And I don't, a lot of times when I go nuts over something, try it.
These are both really great wines that would go with lots of different things. Safe bets. Pretty much anybody's going to like them.
I got to double check the URL for each wine because I'm going to make sure that it goes to her account. But I'm going to send you to her account, and down below you can click on the link, which is her account. Create an account. It's free to create the account under her name.
Use Welcome 25 on your first order.
Welcome
4 bottles
25,
or more.
all in caps, and order this wine. Order this one too. If you order these 2 bottles, I swear to God, if you order these 2 wines and post a video to our Facebook page, I will buy you 2 more bottles of wine.
Okay, also something new that just started since we switched over to the new website. Any customer, you get a referral link. If you give a friend or whatever, you're talking to them about these wines and how great they are, and you give them your referral link,
There you go.
they get the Welcome 25 offer when they order, and when they place their first order, you, as the customer, also get a $25 off code that you get to use on your next order. So we now have a referral program. You don't have to be a consultant like me, but you can drink the wines. You can take advantage of different kinds of discounts that we have available. And if you refer to somebody else and they sign up and they order, you can reap the benefits of that too. Wonderful. Honestly, I mean, these wines are fantastic. You love them. Why not share them with other people?
Definitely, definitely. Wait, listen.
Little James Brown.
Get up.
And on that note, we hope you guys are having a fantastic summer.
Yes.
And staying cool wherever you are. And we hope to see you again next week.
Yep, prayers and a shout out to Texas, all the flood victims
In
down there in New Mexico.
North
We heard
Papua,
about
New
that.
Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking about those people tonight. I'm going to keep an eye on the news about that. But other than that, I hope you guys had a great 4th of July, and I hope you guys were safe. But definitely check these wines out. Click on the link below. Share, like our videos. Definitely. Share them on your Facebook page. Share them on Instagram. Share them on TikTok.